Aloha, everyone. Michelle Melendez here with Blossom Inner Wellness, and I wanted to do a quick video on fear and how to integrate it in this time, especially with a lot of stuff that's going down. I mean, we're being threatened with lockdowns, and our children are being threatened with an experimental drug, which is really scary right now. And I know it looks really scary, but I want to remind you of something. In the Bible, whether or not you believe in God, it does not matter. But in the Bible, it says, do not fear. And it says that 365 times, one for every single day. So I want you to take a deep breath with me. Right now is a very intense time. All of us are feeling it. Whether or not you feel that the vaccine is legit and you want it and you've taken it already, and you want the world to take it to keep everybody safe, or whether or not you believe that this is an experimental drug. The FDA has not approved it. It takes 7 to 8 years for a vaccine to be fully approved and fully tested. So you know where my stance is. My stance is on sovereignty and on choice. Where there is risk, there should always be choice. And now I'm getting on a soapbox, and that's not what I intended for this video, but that's where I went with that. So what I want you to feel, or my advice or my suggestion, is that you let it be okay to feel afraid. You let it be okay to be afraid in your body. You look at your beautiful children and you feel that mama bear, papa bear inside of you, and you breathe into it. You literally expand it with your breath. Because being in fear, especially right now, is a normal human feeling. There's nothing right or wrong or good or bad about that feeling. It's a frequency in your body, and there's a lot of things that are triggering that frequency. So let's just all pause, or if you're watching this video, just pause with me and take a deep breath into whatever feeling you're having, and exhale with a sigh. Just let your body relax. One more time, big deep breath. Let the feeling, whatever it is, expand in your body. Exhale the sigh. We're going to do it one more time. 3 times is always a magic number. Inhale into the body. Exhale the sigh. Now notice that your heart is beating right now. Notice that your lungs are contracting and expanding. Notice that in this moment, right here and now, you are safe. Now, your essence of who you are, you're not this body. This body is a vehicle. This body is the car. Your spirit and your soul have decided, and thank you for coming to come into this time right now in the history of the earth, at this time. So what is it that you're called to do? Follow that. Follow whatever it is you're guided to do. And if you're afraid, feel into your fear and breathe into it. And then let it go from the body. When you breathe fully into that fear, when you fully breathe into it all the way with your breath, you relax, it starts to release it from the body. When we're in fear and we're stressed, we shallow breathe. We're breathing up here. It's really shallow breathing. When we let the breath go all the way down into the belly, it starts to expand the feeling. It starts to expand the emotion. And it goes into the cells and it goes out of the body. And that's what we want. So that's what we want. Mark Twain, I love this quote. I say it all the time, especially when I'm speaking, he said, do your duty and leave the results to God. Do your duty and leave the results to God. That means whatever the powers that be throw at us, we're going to breathe into it. And we're going to remember that we are more than this body. We decided to come here at this time in history for this shift in consciousness. We chose this journey. We chose this adventure. You know, I was watching Star Wars last night because I'm a big sci-fi fan and I love the classics. And I was watching Hope, the Star Wars New Hope. I was like, yeah, Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker. And there was so many quotes, you know, of empowerment in Star Wars. And I remember when they are they're in the detention center rescuing Princess Leia, and she's like, you what an escape, what a rescue is this? You came in but you didn't have a way out. And then she blasts through and she just takes charge, and she's like, into the trash compactor, flyboy, or something like that. She just jumps in, and then Han Solo jumps in head first, and he doesn't know what the heck is in there. So it was like, I was just like, yeah. And then they get out and they rescue the princess, and it was fantastic. But what I just was feeling was just like, the one step at a time. They didn't know how they were going to get her out. like they found, okay, the princess is here and she's going to be terminated. And then they said, we're going to go get her. But then they're like, they didn't have a plan, the next plan. They just went. So we don't have a plan, but we're just going to follow our heart, and we're going to take the next step because our heart guides us. Our heart is connected to our soul, our higher self. Your mind is connected to the earth. Your thoughts are connected to your emotional trauma from your past. And every single one of us on the planet has had emotional trauma throughout this last year, 18 months. That is for freaking sure. So your thoughts are going to be, if you're watching the news or the media or social media and stuff like that, your thoughts they can take over and they can freak you out. But your heart always knows that you are safe. Your heart always knows the answer. Your heart guides you. It's like Princess Leia's intuition was to grab that gun and shoot somewhere. And if there's a hole, jump in it, because it was fire. They're shooting at them. So so just follow that right now. Just check in with your heart. Know that it's not a mistake you're watching this video. It's not a mistake that you decided to come here at this time in history. You are supposed to be here, most amazing person watching this video. It's not a mistake. You chose this amazing adventure. You know, going into the dark side, fun, and seeing the dark side and staying with the light. You are the light. You are the light. And as we send emails out and as we make phone calls to our superintendents of schools and telling them they cannot mandate this vaccine for our children, for our Kiki. It's illegal. They can't do it, and we're not going to stand for it. And as we do protests at the Capitol and at the schools and at vaccine clinics for children, and we say, no, this is not happening. That's our choice. That's our right to do that. And we take a stand for our children. And we do what we know in our hearts is the right thing to do. Do your duty and leave the results to God, but do your duty. Follow your heart. Do what you know is right. And we'll be okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this and have a major party. And I'm hoping very soon. And if it does take a while, I'm in this to win it. So I'm going to be with you guys the whole way until we have that freaking celebration party, because I want to dance my booty off with all of you. So we're going to be okay. So I love you. If you haven't yet, sign up for our petition. tinyurl. This is the link that'll get you there the quickest, and please share it. tinyurl.com/Hawaii petition. tinyurl.com/Hawaii petition. Also, join 4rrights.org. And you can go to also hawaii.4rrights.org, or 4rrights.org will get you there. Lavana Loma from Kauai created that, and there's lots of stuff going down. We have lawsuits that are happening. One's coming up the end of the month, and that one is going to be amazing because that's an appeal to the emergency proclamation of the 60-day limit of the governor's power. So if that gets appealed, we are, a lot of this is going to be ending. Lavana Loma also has a case in December with the same thing that got Canada free of all of this madness. Lavana Loma is going to be bringing that information and asking, where's the emergency? If I'm a threat, please prove to me how I'm a health threat. Where's the emergency? Please prove, that things are happening the way that they are. And if you're looking at me like, Michelle, you're crazy, this is a pandemic, then I want you to look at the numbers. because the whole state of Hawaii is just now reaching the number of deaths of the V that the regular flu has every single year for the past 6 years. In fact, in 2017, there was almost 100 more deaths in the regular flu. And I'm not saying that the deaths don't matter. Every death matters. Every death has an effect on Ohana, on family, on the community. And we need to get back to living our lives because we don't want to live in fear of dying. We want to live. The best thing you can do about this virus, this V, is to boost your immune system. Boost it mad. Vitamin C, dose yourself with vitamin C every day. Vitamin D3, zinc. If you have any questions on how to boost your immune system, email me at michelle@blossominnerwellness.com, and I will send you stuff on how to boost your immune system. I boost my immune system every single day with major supplements. It's amazing. Chlorophyll, Detoxidine, which detoxes heavy metals, so many things. So if you need help with that, please just email me and I'll send you a list of things I take to boost my immune system. And then the other thing I boost my immune system, I get in nature. I walk 2 or 3 times a day for about 10 minutes in my neighborhood in the jungle with all of the trees, the foliage, the birds chirping, and I just drop in, let go of any fear, let go of stress. I literally look at the plants growing. You know, we think that, oh, this world is it, right? But the earth is still growing our food out of the soil. These seeds that are deep in the earth, packed in the soil, having pressure against the soil of the earth, pressing against these seeds in complete and utter darkness. And this small itty bitty teeny weeny seed knows where the light is. It knows how to grow to the light. How does it know that? There's no direction, there's no map, but this seed, compacted with pressure against it in the earth in complete darkness, knows how to grow to the light, even out of concrete. There's been plants and trees growing right straight through concrete. That same intelligence is inside of your heart. And it's guiding you. It's guiding you to watch this video, and it's guiding you to the next step of what you need to do right here, right now. And just like in New Hope, that they rescued the princess, and everything turned out okay in the end. That's where we're headed. It's already done. It's already done. And I can't wait to celebrate with you guys, and I can't wait to dance our booties off. It's going to happen. It's already happening. So just stay in the light. Breathe through your fear. It's normal to be afraid, so let yourself be afraid if you are, and take at least 3 deep breaths and breathe into it. And then put your hands on your heart and remember that same intelligence beating your heart is moving the sun slowly across the sky. That same intelligence that's beating your heart is telling the seeds where to grow, where the light is telling the whales where to migrate. You're totally taken care of. Everything is working out. We are taking one step at a time. We are rescuing the princess. We are rescuing our Keiki, and it's gonna be fine. I love you. Much aloha. Okay, where's the button?